Imagine a moment on live television that is so unvarnished and devastating that even a seasoned newscaster can't contain their tears. Erin Burnett of CNN experienced precisely that. And tonight we're delving into the heartbreaking specifics of that poignant moment. Why would someone so calm end himself in such a precarious position in front of millions? You won't believe the narrative that transpired and the impact it left. So stay with me through the entire film. Let's begin. This is a story about empathy, loss, and the human side of the news. Let's set the scenario first. A familiar face on CNN, Erin Burnett is renowned for her incisive reporting and unwavering demeanor. Without missing a beat, she has reported on everything from international crises to political conflicts. However, something changed in April 2020 when the COVID-19 epidemic was at its worst. Her professional armor was broken by a single interview, and viewers are still affected by that moment to this day. Why? Because it demonstrated how the stories they tell may affect even those who give the news. Wondering yet, continue to observe as this becomes much more potent. Maria Lewinger, the protagonist of the story, lost her spouse, Joe, to COVID-19. Erin Burnett couldn't help but be affected by Maria's story, which was one of the many tragedies that occurred during the pandemic. Maria revealed the heartbreaking circumstances of Joe's fight with the virus throughout the conversation. He was a parent, a cherished spouse, and a lively, robust man. But COVID-19 snatched him away in a matter of days. It was difficult to hear the picture of love and loss that Maria's sorrowful voice conveyed. And it was too much for Erin. This particular moment is noteworthy because her response was genuine and unscripted. Curious about Erin's next move? Remain with me, Erin. Listen to Maria's words, her expression displaying the gravity of each one. Then a remarkable event occurred. Erin started crying aloud as her eyes filled with tears. This was now a shared human event rather than merely a news item. Erin made an effort to remain calm, but the tears still poured. Although she expressed regret and said she didn't want to draw attention to herself, it was impossible to deny the emotion. At home, viewers also sensed it. Posts complimenting Erin for displaying her heart were all over social media. This type of incident serves as a reminder that there is someone behind the news desk who is affected by the stories they report. Isn't that strong? See how this moment altered the course of events by continuing to watch. Let's now discuss why this was important. Erin's tears represented the sorrow of a world battling a pandemic, not just her own personal response. COVID-19 was destroying lives in 2020, and tales like Maria's were all too typical. However, witnessing a news anchor's breakdown helped to highlight that suffering. It demonstrated that even people who appeared to be impenetrable were affected by the crisis. Because of Erin's openness, viewers felt as though their own hardships were being recognized. It serves as a reminder that empathy can help close the distance between a living room and a newsroom. Can you see how that would affect things? There is more to this story, so don't leave. What is the lesson, then? Erin Burnett's tears provided insight into a situation. They demonstrated to us that empathy can be evident even in the most difficult circumstances. Joe's passing, Maria's narrative, and Erin's response serve as a reminder to hold on to one another through difficult times. If this story resonated with you, please use the like button and forward it to someone who should hear it. Remember to watch through to the very end because it's because of instances like these that we tell these stories. Let's continue bringing attention to the important news by subscribing for more. See you at the following one.